sorry it's so late. I got caught up in some chores and flea baths, whatnot. So, anyways, I'll go over a few of these cars. Now, these cars here are not like these cars are lower grade, semi-pro, mostly toys, under $100, whatnot. But these toys are actually awesome toys, except for that one in the back there. It's kind of cool to drive around if you ain't got nothing to drive over, but it ain't got much power, so it's a piece of shit. But anyways, so first thing we can look at is the Redcat Trail Hunter Dangy. It's probably the best car in here. I got two of them for $35 off of eBay, and I was so impressed that I bought about 10 more immediately. And then they stopped making them, so they don't make them anymore. And back here I have a project car. I took all the weight off. It had metal on it. Took it off so that it could, and change the tires so that it will drive better, and it goes over everything. That's a fun car. These type cars right here are like meant for the mud and stuff. There's another one back there. I put some bigger tires, the same car as that one right there. I'm going to actually try to bring this around. Yeah, see if that helps. I don't know. But yeah, if you can see that. There you go. That one's fast. That one is a super awesome rock crawler, if you can see that. And then this is a project. I call it Frankenstein. I'm working on. It does drive really nice. Like I said, all these cars wouldn't be in here if they weren't good. And they're toy cars. And just another thing. So, let's see. This is one of the cars that killed kind of the rock crawler industry. But what really killed it was this guy, right here, the Rock Crawler Extreme. Read that on the hood. And then down there I have another version of it, and that is better than any pro car crawler. Other than the fact that it does have the type switches like most of these cars, which is not proportional steering and not proportional gas, meaning how much you press the gas is how much you get, and how much steering you do is how much you turn. Now, like I said, these cars do not measure up to those cars, to that car. Now I have another project over there. I took the metal off, and what's cool about that is the same as this one, is that those tires right there are probably the best tires in here. You can go up wet ice. Now that particular car, I put extra power in it. And I love all these cars. Every one of these, I can tell you, like that Vaughn Gittin, that thing's a badass. It'll fly over everything. I changed the tires on that, and it is badass. The power car is cool. I mean, there's another Dancy, another Vaughn Gittin, gray Maisto rock crawler. Now, to get into some of the semi-pro cars, those are all toys that I just mentioned, and to sum up some of the toys there too. If you see those, the blue car and the black car over there, what happened there is that those particular cars with the blue handles over them, those cars are super fast. I mean, they're fun race cars. And the reason why is I put bigger tires on them, and they'll flip and stuff too. I mean, they're little cars that will flip. And what happened was they were so loaded down with metal. Now, they're cool and all, but they were so loaded down with metal. I might have another one to show you what it actually looked like. That they put overpower into it. They put a 9.6 volt into that little car. Now the battery pack's a little bit heavy, but that's still serious power. So what I did was I took all the metal off, put bigger tires on it, and they're nuts. Okay, and then these three here, the Remo Hobbies, these are your semi-pros. Those were toys. Now we're going to get into the semi-pro cars that take 2S batteries. A lot of these cars do take 2S battery, but they're little blue packs, you know, that you'd plug into the type charger I gave you today. That's really not meant for that big battery. That's going to take forever, that one. Anyways, so there's two red Remos, and one of them is brushless. So one's a 1631, the other one's a 1635. That's a 1631, I know, because it's blue. I've had a million of those, but the brushless was so hard to come by. When you order off a Banggood, sometimes they make you wait. This is the longest I've waited. I have another car on hold. It's going to be here, and I think it's the V-Car Bison V3. So, and then one of the best cars in here too, as far as speed and whatnot. But again, that's probably one of the best cars. But this here's a semi-pro car, so it kind of is just different. Probably not any better or worse. It's just different. And this is a Q901. And with that, I call it the spirit car. And it just has a brushless. I actually have every one of these cars, like the Q901 and this is a Q902, have a brushed version as well. Now to show you what a brushed motor looks like, it is gray like that right there. If you can see that right there. And that's brushed. It only has 2 wires. And I have this ESC. Now all these take 2 S's, but I found this ESC on Banggood, and they're like $13. And it only has 2 wires because it's meant for brushed motors only, not brushless like the car you got today and like all my big cars. And like I said, they only put these brushed ones in like these little cars here. Very rarely in bigger cars. You might find one in like a 110. Like this one under here is a LAengendary, and this here has dual brushed motors, 390s. Now that's the thing, they come in 390 and they come in 540. Damn, I'm kind of messing up that ESC. You don't want to bang it around. So yeah, the LAengendary here, that was $200 because it actually has oil fill shocks. It actually has all the stuff that's with it, but basically pretty much a toy car. But it is semi-pro car. It does jumps about 4 feet high. Does not flip unless I was to put a 3S in it. However, I find with these Banggood specials, any of these cars are all kind of the same. They come from Banggood. The diffs are kind of made out of Chinesium. They're not really like they kind of get burnt out if you put too much power into them. So let's put all this back here. Bang, 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 bang. And let's see what else. And down there is the same as that one. Except that one's only $100 off a Banggood. Here's the Trail Buster. I purchased this originally, and that's a badass toy car right there for $40 if you can get your hands on that, or the Rockwell Extreme. Those are 2 I suggest. These are Newbrights. That's my wife's. That's $20. That's $40 a Trail Buster. Awesome. I haven't driven that. This is a Scorpion, but I do think that the front tires are too knobby because there's only 2-wheel drive in all these. Oh, except for this. This is 4-wheel drive. I'm sorry. They're not all of these, but this is a 2-wheel drive. And then this, I think line should be around this way because it's just gonna push into knobbiness. So I never really took it out, never really drove it. And a lot of these cars I already have out, and I have them, so I don't really need to unbox them. And Newbright is known for beautiful bodies. I don't know if you can see that, but the Ford Raptor right there. This is their top of the line race car, the Gila Monster. It's still a 2-wheel drive, but it did go fast enough to where I broke it. That's just the big Ford Raptor, and it's fun to drive around, that's all. It's not totally powerful. It's not going to do like jumps and stuff. And, you know, these cars here are expensive because of the way they look. Not so much, though this one performs. No problems there. I would suggest this one. No problem any day of the week. Another Newbright is that Vaughn Gittin down there, the red with the checkers. You can see that in front of the black and yellow car right there. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see. Bam. Right there. Now, those are badasses that go over everything. So, that's about it. The rest of this is just parts and other cars that I really can't get to. This is a pretty cool car right here. That's made by Jada Toys. And so I guess that's about it as far as the closet goes. It looks like I got a little more time before this goes out, so I will take it and I will show you this crate. This is my favorite car at the moment. Of course, I love the X-Max and stuff, but this car right here I just got, and it's the 8S EXP. Now, if you can see how big it is compared to my hand, and how big it is compared to anything, I have other unboxings on it, so you can check it out anytime you want. But that is what it is, and what I have to put in it is this remote with this engine, motor, 5687, 56 circumference, 87 the length. This is the second biggest motor that Hobbywing makes. Also, what's going in here is the biggest that they make, Hobbywing Max 5. Oh, don't yank on it now. Jeez, I'm gonna break it. And then this is a servo I'm putting in there, which has a servo saver which connects up to here, which causes the steering. Right now it's just a big matchbox. That's about it.